Hello guys, Chris here from my apartment in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Consider this a little bit of a public service announcement. I do not like to talk about overly negative topics on this channel, but I felt like this was something that had to be said and that there's a lot of misinformation that's been populating the internet that is perhaps misinforming you. So I wanted to give my 2 cents on the digital nomad scam and give you guys a few bits of advice if you're planning on doing the digital nomad thing in Chiang Mai or anywhere else in the world. So basically a lot of people are on edge here in Chiang Mai about something that a lot of people are calling the digital nomad scam. And people are so on edge that they're claiming that everything digital nomad is a scam and being overly hyped negative, and claiming that people that are positive about the movement are overly hyped positive. So the digital nomad scam that everyone's talking about is a case of 2 guys who came out to Chiang Mai, and for whatever reason they started a business accelerator program that was priced at, I believe, $1,500 US, which was supposed to take people with no experience and people that were not location independent at all and turn them into location independent business owners. Now look, I don't want to make any assumptions or judgment on these 2 guys. I am just basically here to present the facts, and a lot of people have strong opinions on this. I'm not one to share such controversial opinions. So basically what I'll tell you guys is there's a video linked below in the description of things that they said on a broadcast on Periscope. First of all, they said some questionable things about the opposite sex. And second of all, they made numerous references to the fact that they couldn't afford simple things like coffee, pizza on a regular occasion, and a flight. Like I said, I think that you guys should just watch the video yourselves if you're interested and make your own judgments. This is not what this video is about. I just want to share with you guys what's been going on and why everyone is so on edge. So basically how it's ended up, long story short, is that these guys have presumably left town. Nobody's heard from them. They've deleted all the videos from their YouTube channel, and their website, which was the home of their accelerator program, is now shut down. Whether that's because they were running a scam or just because they got so much public backlash, I don't know the reasons why they did that. Nobody's heard from them. There hasn't been any statements from them. But like I said, if you want to check out the video below, watch some of the things they've said, you guys can make your own judgments. So basically, after this whole digital nomad scam thing reached boiling point, people have been putting out very negative content saying that everything digital nomad is a scam, and just being overly negative. And to me, it's blaming the entire movement of nomads, that the majority of which are legitimate, based on the actions of a few scam artists, or whatever you'd like to call them. And people are, going after me, saying that I paint an overly positive picture on this YouTube channel. And if I've done that, I apologize to you guys. I just like to show and inspire you guys to pursue the lifestyle that I am passionate about. But there's definitely downsides to it, and there's definitely times where you struggle, and there's definitely times where you don't feel like it's the best thing in the world. It's not a dream every day. So I think some of you guys think that I'm painting this picture of a perfect life. I wouldn't want to live any other way, but that's not saying that there isn't, negatives to it as well. And look, this forced positivity issue is not just a digital nomad thing, it's a YouTube thing, because there's a lot of vloggers out there that don't showcase the negative aspects of their lifestyle. Actually, prominent YouTubers like Pew Pew Die and Casey Neistat have created videos on this very topic. And I think Andrew Sunil, another YouTuber who I'm friends with, who recently left Chiang Mai, sums it up perfectly in this Facebook post that he made recently. So I quote Andrew here: "Most of life is not glamorous. Flashy and polished gets more likes and shares, so we churn out more and more of it. especially those of us who are making money from growing a following. We gloss over hardships because it's not sexy. We bottle our emotions because the people watching us are attempting to avoid their own. Our feeds become a highlight reel where we showcase our most made-up selves. As a creator, it's okay to do this if we are honest with ourselves. Honest that what we are doing is creating a highly curated false self, which is fine, as long as there's no deceit or manipulation involved. Don't sell your soul for likes or small monetary rewards. The long game rewards authenticity and transparency. As a viewer-consumer, it's okay to consume as long as we realize that the people behind the lenses are human too. They are made up of the same stuff as us. They are not superstars, devoid or incapable of emotion. It's okay to acknowledge that most of our lives are not glamorous. We all struggle, suffer, and feel deeply. And basically, I'm just going to leave it there because I couldn't have said it better myself. There's a strong argument that the digital nomad scene needs more grounded discussions about what it takes to be a digital nomad. I do admit that the people that are promoting this lifestyle, including myself, paint a pretty positive picture. But I would hope that you guys see the positives, but understand that there's work involved and that there is struggle behind the scenes. So to bring this home, I want to get real with you guys and share a few points that I think you guys need to hear. Point number 1, don't just quit your job. Now, I'm not saying you can't quit your job and be a digital nomad. Yes, there are responsible ways to do it, but don't expect that you can just quit your job today with no skills, no savings, go over to Chiang Mai and expect to make it in a few months. That's number 1, putting a huge amount of pressure on you. And number 2, more often than not, people that come over here or anywhere in the world to be a digital nomad without a plan are destined to fail. Like I've said in my video on how to become a digital nomad, there's a process. You need to build skills before you leave your country, or at least have a big enough runway so that you can build your skills or your business overseas. My advice, make sure that you're building skills and savings before you leave your home country. You know, a lot of people think that by being a digital nomad, we're devaluing jobs or saying quit your jobs and you're a sucker if you work 9 to 5. I don't believe that at all. I believe that a stable income is an amazing thing, and especially if you're trying to save up to do something that's quite unstable, like travel the world and make money, and you have no experience whatsoever, now is the time while you have a stable income to build the skills and savings that are going to set you up for that lifestyle. Because let me tell you, when you leave your home country, it's like crossing a border. Yes, all the prices go down if you're going from an expensive country like Australia or the US and you're going somewhere cheap like Thailand, but your ability to make money does not automatically stay the same once you leave and go to that new country. I think that having the stability of a job and having that to save money and have the free time to build skills without the pressure of having to earn money is a great thing. So I would use the opportunity to take advantage of having a job in your home country and earning your home wage, especially if you're in places like the United States, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia, where the earning potential is quite high. Use that location advantage, save up a bunch of money, build some skills, start promoting your services or business online before you leave, and then leave. So essentially what I'm saying is, yes, you can quit your job, but just don't quit your job if you have no plan, no savings, no skills, and you just expect it's gonna work within a few months. Most times it's not, and you're doing yourself a disservice by not coming prepared. Point 2, understand that social media just represents a surface layer. Like I mentioned in the Sunil quote, social media is just the tip of the iceberg. It's what we as creators choose to put out there on the internet. I might not choose to broadcast that I'm feeling depressed that day, or that, we're struggling in a certain aspect of the lifestyle, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. You got to understand that the social media personality of people is and what they choose to present is not necessarily the full picture. And like Andrew said, I agree, there's nothing wrong with that. And as long as you guys understand that there's more to being a digital nomad than just travel and excitement, but there's also plenty of work involved and there's a lot of risk. And that's my third point actually, is keep your expectations in check and don't get sold the dream without the practicality. So I like inspiring people. I like showing off this lifestyle and encouraging more people to come out here, but I don't want to do that at the risk of people getting the wrong idea and, like I said, just quitting their job and thinking that's all going to work out. I think that if you want to be a digital nomad, it's not a scam. There are people doing that. It's not just for a select number of people. I believe that anyone can achieve it, but you need to be practical as well. So for instance, if you wanted to freelance, if you've got no experience in selling your services before, you might struggle to sell your services once the pressure's on and you have to make money in a foreign country and you can't rely on a job. If you're starting a business and you've never started a business before and you haven't even made $1 online before and you come out to Chiang Mai, there's a learning curve and you might fail a number of times before you succeed. I don't think I should tell people, or anyone should tell people, you can't succeed. I think that if you want something bad enough, you will find a way to succeed, but just keep your expectations in check. Don't think that everything's going to happen automatically, everything's going to be easy. And my advice would be to have low expectations. Expect it's going to be really, 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 really hard. And if it's less than that, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Point number 4 is making money isn't everything. So a lot of people are talking about money, and I totally get it. I'm concerned about money as well, of course. We all want to know, can we make money online so that we can sustain this digital nomad lifestyle? But there's not a lot of talk about like, well, how can I use my skills to make a positive difference in the world? How can I build a career that I actually like? How can I do find work that I'm good at and I also enjoy? A lot of people are selling courses and selling the idea that, you know, there's certain businesses that anyone can do. And you know what? I think with those certain businesses, a lot of the times they're telling the truth. Anyone can do these sort of businesses. But I think the point that they're missing is it suited to you? Is it matching up with your skills and what you want to do? Is it matching with your abilities and what you can bring to the world? I think that is another factor that you need to take critically, is if there's an option between 2 location independent careers and one of them you hate doing but you're going to get location independent quicker, and there's another one which you're good at, you really enjoy doing, you can go location independent with it, but it'll take you a little bit more time, I'd say go with this one, you know, because having a sustainable life as a digital nomad, you're going to have to enjoy your work as well. You know, you might find a way to make money, just enough money to survive. But in order to scale that, you're going to have to be good at what you do and you're going to want to usually enjoy that. So choose a career that's going to give you location independence you want if you desire that. But also don't discredit the other aspects. You know, the same career rules apply in the digital nomad world as they do in a traditional career setting. You can still do all the things that you want to do and achieve big things and contribute to the world as a digital nomad, as a location independent professional, and do that remotely. You don't have to take a hit. You don't have to sell things you don't believe in online to be location independent. And I believe that the way the world's moving now, that remote work is becoming more and more common and people are opening their eyes, employers are opening their eyes, companies are opening their minds to this idea that people aren't necessarily the most productive at work. Some people want to travel, and keeping your employees happy can actually boost productivity. I think that if you want to do something, a particular career, and it's a little bit harder to make location independent, I still think you should stick with that. Point number 5 is if you do choose to buy a product that is intended to help you be a digital nomad or make money online, evaluate the purchase, okay? Because there's no vetting process that goes into people selling a course online. There's no agency that, oh yeah, you want to sell something online? Let me see your credentials. Nobody's checking that for you. So you need to check that yourself, okay? So like the example that I mentioned, the thing that everyone's calling digital nomad scam, whether they're scammers or not, the consumer needs to evaluate, are these guys legitimate? What are their credentials? What is their experience? Have they done what they are teaching people to do? You know, there are plenty of people out there that are selling ways to make money online or in business courses or anything like that that are 100% legitimate. But there are probably many of them as well that are completely illegitimate. And I think that, you know, some of the traits are pretty obvious. If they're over salesy and they don't talk about their experience, they don't talk about them, but they just try and grasp onto your emotions and sell you a dream, twist the knife, as it's called in copywriting. It's pretty harsh term, twist the knife, but that's the term that copywriters use to manipulate your emotions and get you to buy something. Yes, just because people do that doesn't mean that they're selling a false dream. Yes, there are people out who are digital nomads, who make money online, who travel the world. The whole thing is not illegitimate, but it happens in anything that's really good, is that marketers will come in and they say that, you know, marketers ruin everything because people who hear about a good thing, they'll see an opportunity to make money off people, and they will use something like the digital nomad movement, the idea of working online and maybe not even working, living the 4-hour work week and traveling the world and everything's so awesome. They'll use that idea, hype it up, and use it to sell you something. So at the end of the day, there are legitimate courses online, but it's up to you to evaluate, are these people serious? Do they have experience in what they're talking about? And do they have the necessary credentials to teach me? And are they good teachers? Have I seen some of their content before? You know, has anyone that I know bought this and enjoyed it? Go to your network and see if anyone's done it. Maybe go on a forum and get people's opinions on it. Do your research and evaluate. Is this person going to help me grow a business? Or is this coach or program or anything it is really going to help me? And if it doesn't, don't go, complaining that everything doesn't work, because that seems to be a common symptom of people that don't have their expectations in check, take a course and expect it all to work. There are courses out there that work, plenty of them, but there's another element. It's you, and also so many different factors. Like starting a business in any day and age, even today in the internet age, is not a guaranteed thing that you're going to succeed. So acknowledge the fact that you might buy a business course or any kind of course about making money online, and you might fail a few times. Nothing's guaranteed. And point number 6, I have tried my best to present the facts to you guys, but if you feel that I haven't been promoting a full picture of what it takes to be a digital nomad, I apologize. I have a few videos about the negative aspects other than this one that you might want to check out. One of them is called, Is the Location Independent Lifestyle for Me? And we go through the pros and cons and what you're going to require to be a digital nomad. And I admit right at the start of that video that, it's not going to be for everyone. That's a good one to watch. If you're interested in the digital nomad scene in Chiang Mai, I've got a video called Life Outside of Nimman, which is a critical look of the digital nomad scene in Chiang Mai and kind of touches on some of these topics as well. I'm definitely open to discussing the downsides of this lifestyle, and I'm definitely open to having a sensible debate about these issues. But I'm not going to entertain the idea that everything digital nomad is rainbows and butterflies, and I'm not going to entertain the idea that everything digital nomad is false, everything digital nomad is a scam. Both are completely not true. It's somewhere in the middle. There are downsides and positives to everything, and digital nomadism, or whatever you want to call it, is exactly the same. So finally, I want to end on a final message. And I have two messages. One is for the people, for lack of a better word, the haters that are calling everything digital nomad a scam. Don't trust anyone digital nomad. I feel you are doing a disservice to everyone who's inspired to live this lifestyle and are worried, can I do this myself? And that's why my second message is to anyone watching who wants to be a digital nomad or live a location independent lifestyle. If you failed a number of times and this is something you really want to do, pick yourself back up again and go for it again. It's not a scam. You need to have your expectations in check. And if you find out after you give it a go and you don't like it, you can always stop. You don't have to do it, and you don't have to lie to yourself that digital nomad is the dream if it's not the dream for you. But if it is something you really want, don't put yourself down or say that, or put the whole thing down and say that, it's not achievable. Because I am surrounded by people, every day that have made the change, that are at least making enough money to, travel a little bit or at least live outside of their own country. And I meet other people that are making 10K a month or more, and it's completely real. Everyone around me is not an actor, not everyone is a bullshit artist in Chiang Mai. So it's definitely real. And that's all I wanted to say at the end of the day, is a message that the whole digital nomad scene is not a scam, and that if you really want to go after it, you can. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I got a few videos coming up. I'm actually going to the Nomad Summit today, which I'm really excited about. I'll be making a video on that, hopefully. Some more content on Chiang Mai. But yeah, like I said, if you liked this kind of alternative kind of video, it's not my usual style. If you liked me talking about these issues, definitely leave a comment below and give me your feedback, and we can discuss these issues in more detail, or I can talk more about the practical or negative aspects of the lifestyle. So thanks for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I have, for people that are new to the channel, I have a bunch of content on being a digital nomad that you can enjoy for free here on YouTube, so no strings. And I'll see you guys on the next video.